All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Checked In Sessions with John the Torres. And today, my special guests are first, gentleman to my left, a man who I've known for many years now, for about almost 10 years now, right? Almost 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, definitely.
Met him back in 2015. It's 2023 now, so touching 10 years. And the gentleman off to my further left is friend of Alex, who I had the pleasure of meeting.
My co-defendant.
Yeah, these last few days. So, anyways, Alex Sanchez and Maka, and I hope I'm saying this right. Omaraj? Omaraje. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're in Cartagena, Colombia, and it's funny because I've always looked at Cartagena as my second home for many years. I've been traveling out here on vacations, on weekend trips, you name it. But this time around in 2023, I decided to come out here on an extended stay. And, I'm somebody who I'm always a lone wolf, and I kind of do things as I please. I don't really inform anybody in what I'm doing. And, Alex here to my left, like I mentioned a few moments ago, he's somebody who I've known almost 10 years now. And he happens to be out here for vacation, and we haven't had much contact over the last year or so. But the other day, I'm on the beach. And I'm just taking it easy. I'm just doing my stroll, and I happen to look behind me, and lo and behold, I see somebody running towards me. And I'm thinking, wow, this guy looks like Alex. And like I said, I haven't really had much contact with him. He didn't know I was gonna be here in Cartagena. I didn't know he was gonna be here. But as fate would have it, we're sitting here in the living room, about to have some pizza and some good drinks in this checked in sessions. And so, Alex, man, what brings you out here, man? What talk to me, man? What brings you back out here? Because before you say something, you're somebody who, like me, you have a love for travel. You have a love for travel, and as we were on the beach earlier, and you made a mention to me that when you were out here a few months ago, you said that this would be your last time in Colombia. I believe you were back out here in, was it November? You could.
Last time I was out here, it was September, Labor Day weekend.
September, okay.
Labor Day weekend, yes. And just to piggyback on what you said, man, like I'm telling you, I took a 2-week trip from Medellin to Cartagena, and running into you, Johnny T, is the highlight of my vacation. Like, I cannot, emphasize that any stronger, man. But like that's really the highlight of my vacation, man. It's such a pleasure, man, and just to be able to reacquaint with you and see you, man. Like, I mean that sincerely. But yeah, so I'm here. I'm here for another 2-week stint, and I keep saying that I'm not coming back, but I always end up back. It's just like the way it works. This place has like a magic feel to it, and it's just a place that just reels you back in. Depends. Because there's a, like you said it before. Like, this is your expression, John. You said there's a pot. There's a lid for every pot in this country, and
that there is.
There's a lid for every pot here. I can guarantee you that. Come out here and enjoy this beautiful country.
I agree. And whatever you need, whatever you into, whatever you want, you find it here. And I don't know. I just keep coming back. I have a love for this country.
Ooh,
as much as you.
Well put. And off to our left here is Maka. This is your second time here now, right? Now talk to me, man. You were out here back with Alex in September, right?
Yeah.
Second time around here, man. And what's your feeling, man? What's any thoughts going through your mind? Just being back here.
Honestly, I love the culture here. The people here are amazing. Anything you really want to do, you can do here. And that's the thing I love about this place. The weather's amazing. Meet a bunch of different people, all around whether it's from the States, whether it's out of the country. Everybody here will end up being friendly with you, and you can always have a good vibe here. I'll definitely say that.
Well said. Yeah, and it's funny, man, because a couple of nights ago we all actually went out to the centro. And then the centro there's so much fun and nightlife going on out there, and we were kind of bar hopping, going to the different clubs, and I saw you, Maka. You were having the time of your life, man.
Time of my life, man.
You were dancing, you were, and it was cool to see that, man, because like I said, I've been coming out here for many years now. Now I just kind of lay back and chill and just kind of see the fun of others. But to see Maka here and to just see him just, oh man, just so full of life and just enjoying every minute here. It was really cool to see that, because I know the feeling. I definitely know the feeling, Maka.
I agree.
Well, not to interrupt you, but I had to like we said the other day, like pass down the torch.
Yes.
You introduced me to this place back in 2019, to this wonderful city, and I don't know, I just felt like I have to give back, for those who are interested, that are interested in this type of lifestyle, in this type of this way of life, I guess. I passed down the torch, and I gave him the torch, and here he is.
Now it's my turn to pass it down too.
Yeah.
So it's truly a blessing, honestly. As the days go by, it gets better and better. As the more you stay, it's endless, honestly.
All right, everybody. So what we're going to talk about next is when you're out here not only in Cartagena, but when you're out here in Colombia, we're going to talk about a do and a don't. So, Maka, I'm going to start off with you, man. What is first a do and a don't when you're not just in Cartagena, but just in Colombia?
In Colombia in general, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So definitely, one of the do's is, as long as you have, the friends you're coming with, I definitely recommend being with them throughout the nights. Because of course, there's a lot of, people that are willing to do you wrong. And that's everywhere. That goes everywhere around the world in general. But definitely when you're walking through the city, as long as you have somebody that you're, trustworthy with, can actually be looking out for you, you'll be golden. You'll definitely be golden. There's a lot of police around here, so you don't really have to worry about that too much. But as long as you have some form of common sense, you'll be golden. You'll be golden, because if you see a dark alleyway, and there's nobody in sight, I wouldn't personally walk down that alleyway. You know what I mean? I would
big no.
Big no. I would definitely look more towards where the crowds are, where there's live music playing, where there's kind of the community's coming together. Definitely, that's the kind of area you want to be around with if you're looking more for safety and being safe and feeling safe.
All right, that's a do and a don't.
A don't. If you don't feel safe walking alone, I don't recommend it. If you have a friend, that's across the town, and they said they'll be there in 10 minutes, wait for that friend. Don't start wandering around to places that you've never even seen in your life. And that goes for everything, but in general, that's one of the don'ts. One of the don'ts. If you're wandering on your own, try not to wander on your own.
Agree. And Al, now for you, man, what would be first off a do and a don't?
That's a very good question. I think about that all the time. I'm always try to be aware of my surroundings and how to carry myself. Especially being in a foreign country. I'm not from here, this and that. But anyways, a do, and I can't express this enough, is always be straightforward. And if there's a price, there's a price to everything. So always be straightforward with what upfront. Hey, how much is this? Or what do you want from this? Nothing's free here.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. Always ask. Always, because you don't want to get caught up in some jam or whatever. But that's a major do. You know, always ask. You know, if you're not sure about something, ask. You know, it's free to ask. You know, and it's free to be, you know, aware of what you're paying for, and okay, then you can decide. Okay, I'm paying this for that. That's it.
In the end, a clear understanding.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
absolutely.
And a don't. What's your don't?
A don't.
Right off the top of your head, like
Right off the top of my head. All right. Okay, a don't. Don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. You know, like if you're coming from you know, the States, Europe, whatever part of the world you come from, it doesn't even matter where you come from. Just don't be an asshole. You know, like it can get annoying, and I understand, you know, all the hackling, all the hustle and bustle, but that's what you get. You know, you're paying that flight ticket to come here. That's included in that flight ticket. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to deal with it, but just don't be an asshole about it. You know, like I tell my friends that I bring here, you know, the proper way to get someone off your back and for them to keep it moving is just say the word gracias. You know, you don't say no, you don't shove them away. You know, you just say gracias, and that is basically a no. You know, and that'll keep them pushing. You know, yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's my don't.
Yeah, so you know, for me, you know, that's they basically took what I was gonna say, but but in a way, if I could maybe take a little of what Maka said and what Alex said, just kind of morph that and kind of say it in my own twist. First off, a do is when you come out here, just embrace every moment. Embrace every moment. Whether you're walking down the beach and you're talking to a local who you obviously never met in your life and will probably never see again in your life. Man, woman, doesn't matter. Talk to that person, engage with them in a conversation, maybe have a beer with them, or maybe treat them to a beer, whatever. Any chance that you get to experience the culture, whether it be trying the street food or out here in Colombia, something that they're very well popular for and known for is their coffee, and that's not a stereotype. They love their coffee out here. So maybe go to a family owned business, a mom and pop shop where they have coffee. Sit down, have a cup of coffee, and again, embrace every moment here and just the culture overall.
Can't forget about the. You can edit that out.
That's an edit. Yeah, that's a def edit.
That was so worth it though.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, a don't would be somewhat on what Alex said. You know, don't come out here speaking for an American. Don't come out here with that American attitude. If you're somewhere ordering your food or you're ordering your coffee, or maybe it's taking too long, or maybe the person in front of you is taking too long, don't start to get frustrated and don't start to feel like you're in a hurry, you know, because out here, whether it's food or drinks or coffee, whatever, people tend to put more time into it because they give that love to it. You know, it can even be a fast food chain. You could be in a fast food chain and it could be taking a while for your order to be ready. So don't get aggravated and don't let that American attitude set in. You know, remember, after all, you are on vacation. So what's the need to get frustrated and annoyed? You know, you could save that for when you're back in America, or you could save that when, even if you're not from America, anywhere else. So just try to leave that attitude behind.
I feel like I want to put an input on something, right? Because I was having a conversation with his brother I think he was from Detroit the other night at the club. And like, it's just, we were having this dialogue on how, like, it's crazy how Americans here, you know, especially at bars, nightclubs, anything nightlife or anything recreational, we stick together. You know, there's like no fights. You don't see fights breaking out between Americans. You know, like whether you're from New York, Miami, Chicago, Boston, Canada, you know, like you don't see that between us. You see love, you know, and I don't know. That's my experience. That's my journey. I've never seen a fight break out. I've never seen any type of you know,
Violence.
yeah. You know, maybe between the locals, but not between us. You know, and like it's funny because like, you'll go to a club in New York or in Boston, or there's always fights, and then you know, and you don't see that here. And that's amazing. You know.
Yeah, that's an interesting point, and you know, I think ultimately the reason for that is because, like you said, whether it's guys from Boston, New York, Miami, everybody who is here, whether they're on vacation or whether they are on an extended stay or whatever, they all have that common goal in mind. They want to come out here and they want to enjoy themselves. They want to drink. They want to party. They want to live it up on the beach. They want to do excursions. Everybody has that one common goal in mind.
Yes.
As you said earlier, when you're coming from whatever part of the world, you book that plane ticket and you know what's in store for you. You know what awaits you.
Yup.
And I feel like once you touch down at that airport, whether it's here in Cartagena, whether it's in Medellin or in Cali, whatever city, you come here and that American attitude or that, oh man, this is like I'm a tough guy or whatever, all that goes out the window.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Again, it's that one common goal, and they see the bigger picture. They see the bigger picture. They realize that, you know what? Why go to a club or a restaurant, whatever nearby where I live or in my hood? Why go there every weekend? Why live for that? You know, or yeah,
pay fucking $1,500 for a table,
exactly,
you know, in a bottle, like in. Come on,
exactly.
For what? To go home alone?
Yeah.
To go home alone at 2 a.m. 1:30 they're turning on the lights.
Exactly.
1:30 they're turning on the lights, and then what? That's it.
Go to bed.
It's a wrap. You know?
Oh, no, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, exactly. So again, I can't stress it enough. It's that one common and ultimate goal. They come out here and they're ready to live their best life.
Yeah.
Because back in the bean, as we're from, you know, as we are from Boston, it's, as you said, it's 2 a.m. Everything's wrapping up. You got the waitresses who are standoffish. You know, you head back to your spot back, you know, in Boston or wherever, and that's it. That's your night. But out here, no, different story. Out here, you're not going back to your hotel Airbnb till 8 a.m. You know.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It is true. You're not going home to put it on the hub. You know, you're going home straight. You know, 8 a.m. It's the truth, John.
It is.
Yeah, you know, like out there. Oh yeah, 1:30. Boom, you're home by 2:30. You know, you got the hub on deck. You know, you're looking for the video with. All right, what girl resembles the girl that I seen at the club? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's a man thing, I think. It's a man thing. I think it's the best. You know, I love the feeling of like when I walk into a club, and it's happened to me before a lot of times. Oh, where you from? I'm from Boston. You're from Boston? I'm from Boston too. And it's like a big excitement, you know, like Big Chris the other day. We met
Big Chris.
Yeah, Big Chris.
Chris.
We met Big Chris in Medellin at Yeras Park, right?
All right. Yep.
This kid, probably like 6'4", fucking huge monster dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the bathroom, you know, we're in line, you know, ready to take a piss. He's like, yo, where you from? Out of the blue. And I'm like, I'm from Boston. He's like, oh, really? He's like, I did 20 years in Walpole. As soon as he said that, I knew he was from Massachusetts.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Walpole is a major prison out there that they have in the suburbs, on the outskirts of Boston.
It's a state prison.
Yeah.
It's a state prison.
Yeah. But you know, if you're from the New England area, you might know of it.
Oh, I was in Walpole, and you know, like he kicked it off. He had a table. The guy got out of jail, I guess, and he's like a model in New York City. So he's like, "Yo, come to my table." You know, I'm like, listen, I got my buddy over there too. You know, he had to bring him over. Big Chris, big part of the family now, man. You know, that's great. That's awesome.
Excellent. And that's what it's all about here. Whether it be Cartagena, Medellin, wherever you find yourself in this country, those are the type of encounters and moments that you can experience out here.
Absolutely.
Nif, we gotta say, man.
Yo, only happens in Cartagena.
Only here, man. Only here.
8 a.m., man. 8 a.m. We got a bottle.
6:30. 6:30. 6:30.
Oh, you know what? Yesterday,
I lose track of time.
I see people with crosses. You know what that meant? It was Ash Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday.
Donde hubo fuego, cenizas quedan.
Ooh.
That's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna do it, man.
Live from El
So
Laguito.
let's go, bro.
Keep the party rolling, man.
Keeping it rolling.
Watch my snaps.
Maka, we gotta say.
We out here, bro.
We out here, man. We out here. That's how she roll, man. That's them CTG days into nights into mornings into all types of wildness. That's it. That's how she rolls.
Yeah, me too.
All right, man.
I gotta pee.
One final goodbye, man.
I gotta pee.
We're gonna head out to the spots. Okay, get some shut eye.
Oh yeah.
Couple hours. We hit the beach.
We ain't getting no shut eye. We gonna keep the party. We gonna keep the party rolling.